Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. So guys, today's pick a card is going to be what is coming for you, what you need to know for the month of August. And so in the second week of August, we're going to be in that shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so you could still maybe get some, small Mercury retrograde like hiccups in that time frame, in that shadow period, just as Mercury is turning direct. I believe there's some other planets that are also turning direct in the month of August, as well as there being 2 new moons in the month of August. So I definitely feel like the month of August is going to be a really good time for manifesting and for things that started, because I definitely feel like July has been, with the Mercury retrograde, a very big time for everybody with transformation. And so I think August is just going to continue that on and really seeing the, what's the word I'm looking for? Fruition of sort of that change, and starting to see things coming as a result for that change. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about the piles I have here today. So pile 1 is up here with the Sodalite stone. Pile 2 is with the moss agate here. Pile 3 is with the blue Chalcedony up here. And then we have pile 4 with the angel aura quartz. Pile 5 with the leopard skin Jasper. And then pile 6 with the Botswana agate. So you guys definitely take your time to really select the pile that is calling to you. These are definitely going to be some meaty readings. So again, follow your intuition of what pile is really calling to you. Use a pendulum if need be. Use your own body as a pendulum. Whatever feels right to you. Definitely pick the pile that is calling to you with your senses. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine. Obviously, with the combination of those two piles is where your personal reading is, somewhere in there, because of course these are general readings. And so yeah, all of the decks I'm using in this video will of course be you can find them via the link in the description, as well as the timestamps, and the timestamps will be also in the comment section. So with that said, for those who picked group 1 with the blue Sodalite stone, let's go ahead and get into what your cards are. So let's go ahead and start with the tarot that were pulled. So we have the 8 of Cups. We also have we have the Queen of Pentacles. We then have the 7 of Pentacles. We also have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and look at these cards first, just to get a sense of what's going on for your August. Let's see. So I'm definitely getting the sense for you guys that August is going to be a lot of moving away from things that no longer serve you. I think releasing some burdens, some certain responsibilities that you've been holding on for way too long, needing to be willing to ask for help, and knowing what people are the right ones for that, as well as this sense of, in this process of sort of releasing things that are no longer serving you and are acting more as burdens now than sort of benefits. You're going to be starting something new. You're going to be embracing a new idea, a new project. Definitely with that, that Empress energy, because we have, this is the only card you got. I mean, major arcana card you have here. So this is definitely the high energy for you guys in August. So this is all about, the birth of something new, an actual literal birth, a birth of an idea. It's all about this growth, this prosperity, this abundance, definitely strong feminine nature energy. And so those aspects are going to be very important for you guys to hold on to. And then pair that with the Queen of Pentacles, who is also she is a very nurturing, earthy, grounded queen, but she can get shit done. Like she's very good at both aspects of sort of her home life as well as her business life. She can really balance both of those, and she knows exactly when to help others, when they need help, how to nurture other people in that way. And so I feel like that is sort of the lesson here that you guys will be going through, is knowing when the right time is to push, like set aside what you're doing, or allowing other people to help you with certain aspects of what it is you're working on. Because, you know, we have that 7 of Pentacles, so there's this aspect here of you guys waiting for something to finish growing. Yeah, it's that you've been really working hard at something, and so you really want to harvest that, but it's not quite the right time yet. And especially when you have that with the 8 of Cups, there's that sense of sort of moving away from something for your own betterment. It doesn't necessarily make sense to other people why it is you're moving away from this thing, because from the outside it looks like a really positive thing and people maybe are really like admiring of what it is you're doing, but it's something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling you, and so you have to sort of move away from it. And then with that Knight of Swords, you know, again, when we have any sort of court card come up, this could definitely represent people that might be around you in the month of August. So, you know, somebody, a female, or maybe somebody with just a feminine energy that represents this Queen of Pentacles, or somebody who has a masculine energy who represents this Knight of Swords, who is very fast moving. They're all about the truth, getting to the point of the matter, very logical, very fast moving. There's a sense of you guys want to move fast. So as far as zodiac signs, you know, you guys could be maybe an earth sign or an air sign, because we do have a nice mix of things right here as far as those go. And, you know, with the 10 of Wands, that's the fire element, and so, you know, this is your passions, this is your work, your spirituality, and it's just this overall sense with the 10 of Wands of being kind of overwhelmed, of caring too much and needing to delegate task in a better way. So I feel like, yeah, that's kind of your theme for the month of August, is kind of moving away or releasing certain things in order to, you know, put your time into areas that you really want to grow, like really positive new things. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into some of your other cards. We also have, oh my God, look at that. Take a break. Life's work, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So yeah, this is definitely a call for you that made me totally connects to the 8 of Cups and even like the 7 of Pentacles. You guys definitely need to take a little bit of a break from what it is you've currently been working on, because you're obviously very overwhelmed. You've been working very hard. You've been very focused on your goals. You're very good at what it is you do, but sometimes you need to just take a breather, take a break in order to refocus and clear out some of the clutter of what it is you're doing and what is no longer serving you on your greatest goal. I think getting back to what your major idea, what your major growth is that you want. Now, as far as some crystals that might be useful for you guys who pick this group to work with in the month of August, we have these two. So we have garnet. So this is really good for writers who aren't writing, painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't sexting. Any place you want to make something be it art, love, or dollar bills, y'all. This is where you should put this stone, when to use it, when you feel like the real you is getting lost in the sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of likes-driven culture. So get into your depth. And then we also have obsidian. So who needs this? Anyone looking to cut out negative people and patterns from their lives, Scorpios. Where to put it? In your pocket, like a concealed weapon against bad vibes. When to use it? When thinking positively seems out of the question. When dark forces are at work, dig in, arm yourself with obsidian, and throttle back. Protect your soul. So definitely with both of these stones, it definitely is lining up, I feel like. You know, especially with the garnet, this is all about getting back to who you truly are. So if you are a creative person, maybe, or just a very passionate person, and you've been just kind of caught up, I feel like, in work, in other things that you've kind of lost a little bit of the you time that you need. And so this is definitely all about getting back to your you time and your deepest passions, your deepest authentic self. So definitely be considering using that for August. And then with Obsidian, you know, again, it's all about clearing out negativity, protecting your aura from other people, and it definitely works. So yeah, I think it's just about bringing in that positivity and keeping out anything negative, and also that sense of keeping away the overwhelming people who maybe are demanding too much from you at this time. So also we have, oh wow, holy shit. What were we just talking about? We're talking about the obsidian, and it's used for like cutting negative people out. And then you literally have Archangel Michael come up, use the sword of truth to help the world, and you have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, that's definitely a big message for you guys. Obviously there's some situation that you've been dealing with where it's in August, it's time for you to cut out the negative people, the negative situations. Just cut it out, release it, clear it out, because it's no longer serving you. It's no longer a part of what it is you're trying to do. So, and you guys are wanting to move. You're wanting to move forward. You know, change is happening, so be prepared to move physically or spiritually. Yeah, that's what I've been, especially here in July, because I'm currently doing this reading in July. You know, that's what has been starting this month, is a lot of change, a lot of transformation. I think it's just going to keep going into the month of August, especially for you guys. You guys are going to still keep moving on this path. You have an idea of where this path is. And so obviously, you know, clearing out shop is kind of a necessary because you're moving away from it. You know, yeah. Positive intentions. So make sure that you are setting super positive intentions out there into the universe. We also have those unicorns appearing again. So let's just double check this one, because I have never pulled this one actually. So I'm definitely getting the sense, yeah, it's all about what are your intentions now, because something great is right on the horizon for you. And so everything that happens to you and everything that comes to you in life is the result of an intention, a seed planted at some point in the past that is now coming to fruition. Be conscious of the seeds you are planting today with your thoughts, energy, actions to ensure that your dreams and desires can become a reality tomorrow. Remember, we reap what we sow. And that is so the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is for you guys. In August, it's all about setting positive intentions, because whatever you're setting in August, especially with both of those new moons that are happening, those are going to grow. So be very mindful of what it is that you are sending out intention-wise. Let's go ahead and pan this down a little bit. And for your animal spirit guides that might be with you guys in this month of August, we have the coyote spirit, trust in divine detours, and we have the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. So yes, I definitely feel like, you know, with the coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So if something, maybe you had a certain plan that certain things were going to happen, but then all of a sudden things fell through, things completely changed, and you don't understand why, and it's kind of like, oh my god, it's a major like shakeup for you. Trust in that. It happened for a reason. It probably happened in order to make room for something that was even better than what you originally were setting out to do. And then with the mouse spirit, tend to the small things, and that's, I'm noticing a lot of that red and that orange. So yeah, you got a lot of that going on. So definitely think about your root and your sacral chakra. So your personal, your roots, your personal power, your sexuality, and that came up again. And so mouse spirit, tend to the small things. So sometimes you need to focus on the small details of a major goal in order to understand the steps to that. But also I feel like, especially when you have this card come up along with that 10 of Wands over there, you know, this could be about, again, delegating things to other people. So sometimes we can get too overwhelmed with all the small things and can lose focus of the bigger picture. And so sometimes it can be helpful to have certain people in your life that you can kind of go to sort of talk to and kind of work through whatever it is you're working on, and they can kind of point out the small things that you are missing and to help you just keep going forward on what it is you're doing. And then we also have inner truths card 16. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. You got 2 cards that are both 16, so 7s. Let's see what else. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. So that could definitely be a significant number for some of you guys, is that the 7. But with inner truths, I definitely feel like this is all about going, again, taking a break, going inward, and finding out what it is you want to be heading towards next. And then whenever I see this card, I always think about, again, this idea of storytellers, which came up again with your Garnet card. So again, some of you could definitely be writers or just very creative people, and you have all of these wonderful worlds kind of inside your head, and sometimes again you can get kind of lost. And so it's all about, I think, returning to a sense of focus for you guys. You know, there's a lot of depths to your feelings. You're on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to the beginning of a novel project or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasure. So yes, especially with that Empress energy, I feel like you guys have some inner idea, some grand idea that you really need to kind of delve deep and get back to, because it's going to bring about a lot of great things. And that's, and you know, even with trusting in divine detours, I mean, look at all these different openings. Just kind of trust and just go with the flow to where it is you're supposed to, where you could end up, because there's definitely something glorious there. And when this card also talks about, you know, nature's crystals, going back to definitely be using those crystals this week. I mean, this month of August. We also have enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth. And I think that also came up with this card. You know, change is happening, be prepared to move physically or spiritually. So you guys could definitely be going through a lot of spiritual growth in the month of August, and definitely be working on that. That's part of taking that break, I think, to kind of reconnect with what your spiritual mission is. That could also help you with what it is you want to achieve, as far as, you know, this idea, this concept, this growing birth of an idea. You know, you've come into your own, and you're in search of something more meaningful to add to your life. Now is the time to meditate, deliberate, self-evaluate, and withdraw voluntarily from the world to seek truth in solitude. Rest and quiet, retreat from the daily routine will allow you to consider enlightened decisions and go in the direction of your heart. This may also be the time to seek advice and spiritual guidance from a mentor or experienced person. So yeah, I think I've kind of, it's just all reiterating each other. It's all about this kind of taking a break from whatever busy work that you've been doing to really get back to your own center and get back on track with whatever it is that is your major goal. And there might be some people around you this month who have this certain kind of wisdom, you know, especially like that Queen of Pentacles energy, to help you on this. And finally, your last card is liberation, power, fulfillment, and self-attainment. So yeah, that's definitely what I feel like is the ultimate goal for you guys in the month of August, is this sense of, and I mentioned the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So yeah, like getting back to your power where you feel the strongest, and not, again, overwhelmed by things or feeling like you're burdened by something. So, you know, it resonates, that the complete realization of an inner empowerment. And look at that, inner truths. Exactly, it's all coming together. The sacred ray represents total harmony, fulfillment, power, and the ultimate joy of communion with one's soul and its purpose. It fully embodies all elements, fusing together in a divine mosaic. This uplifting ray motivates a forward movement of intention frequency to unfold, and an eventual arrival to self-attainment. So, you know, no one can truly take your power unless you allow it. So if you experience powerlessness, Spirit is asking you to remember who you are and reclaim your power. Step up to your true potential, and in your current situation, take the initiative. Be assertive, but also be loving. It's time for you to be free and empowered. Be empowered. This may be your time to celebrate your achievements in life, or release from those things that are no longer serving you. Companion crystals to this card are opal and rainbow fluorite, as well as the companion essential oil is cajuput, C-A-J-U-P-U-T. So, and this card also corresponds with the rainbow white color ray. These are some interesting cards. So, yeah, again, I was already saying that it's all about cutting ties with things that are no longer serving you and getting back to who you truly are and what you truly want to achieve for yourself. Because again, that 10 of wands and that 8 of cups, it's all about moving away from something, finally releasing some of the burdens that you've been doing. Take a break. You know, your work, the thing that you're doing currently for work to like pay your bills and all that stuff, it's not the only aspect of yourself. There's so much more for you to explore, and so it's really important for you to take a little time again to sort of reconnect with that part of yourself. Again, you have something in you that is definitely growing, and it's going to come to a head where it's time for you to harvest it. It's that enlightenment. It's your inner truths coming out. So trust in any strange detours that come along in August. You know, follow your intuition. If you feel like you should do this thing, or maybe drive home a different way, or go out with that person who has asked you out and you're not quite sure why, but something inside feels like you should go and do it, you should go hang out with this person or whatever, go to this event, just do it, because obviously there is something there that you're going to learn and is going to help you on whatever it is that your path is. So yes, really cool reading, guys. Like, I love when all the cards match up like this. So if this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video, comment letting me know what you think. You know, return maybe at a later point in August and tell me, you know, how it's shaping up and all that good stuff. So yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great August. All right, for those who picked group 2 with the Moss Agate, let's go ahead and dive into what your cards and messages are for the month of August. So we're going to start with the tarot, and so we have the Emperor card. We also have the 5 of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. We also have the Hierophant. Oh, wow. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. We also have 2 of Swords. And you guys got an extra one here. You have the Death card. Wow. Okay. There is a lot going on here. Okay. So let's sort of single out the major arcanas that we have here. So we have the Emperor card, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Death card. And you also have 2 cards that have 5 in them. Oh, actually, you have 3 cards that are 5s, because the Hierophant is a 5, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. And then we have the Page of Swords as well as the 2 of Swords. So you guys, August is, again, going with that same theme of, I feel like it started for everybody here in the month of July, and it's just going to keep going, this sense of change, because when we have 5 is all about change. And also in the tarot, it's usually about some sort of conflict. A lot of times that conflict is part of the change. We usually have some sort of conflict when we're about to go through a change. And you guys got the Death card, which is literally transformation and rebirth. An aspect of yourself is sort of dying and being reborn. And so the major things, the first thing I sort of got off of these, especially with that Emperor and the Hierophant, next to, you know, something like the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords, you really need to not give your power away to other people. That's what I feel like is a big thing here. And, you know, let's set that aside, because I feel like that's sort of the end. This Death card is almost kind of like an overall sense for your August, as well as sort of like that final portion of it, because I feel like this is something, this transformation is sort of triggering all this, and you're coming aware of all this, because again, I'm feeling a sense that you have given your power away to too many other things outside of yourself. You know, maybe a strong masculine figure, because, you know, the 5 of Swords is all about conflict with like a battle. It's a very it's all about fighting a battle, and then there's a sense of no side is really winning or losing. Even though there seems to be a winner in this fight and there's losers, really each side has lost something. No matter which side you may be fall, maybe you're the victor in that Five of Swords, or maybe you're the loser. Either way, somebody has lost something, because it's defeat, it's mistrust, it's disillusionment, it's ego, and it's loss. So it's all about questioning, are there any adjustments I need to make along my path? How are my actions affecting the world around me? Because a lot of this with the Five of Swords, it can definitely be that aspect of somebody who's sort of so caught up in what they're doing in their sort of ego that they're not realizing how they're hurting the other people around them. And while that is coming up here, I don't necessarily feel like, for some of you, that may not represent you. It might represent somebody else that you're dealing with, because you have that Five of Pentacles on top of it, which is more of an isolation. It's more of being, ostracized from other people. But a lot of it is sort of self-created. It's feeling like there's nobody there for you, when really there is the light. There are people around you. There's things that can help you in this situation. It could be also financial loss. It could be problems with your health. It could be a lot of things going on here. But the point here is that obviously there's some sort of hardship happening, whether that has been happening in the month of July or it's going to sort of come to a head in August, and you're going to be very aware of it, and you're going to be very challenged with it, because you have that, you have the Two of Swords. And so the Two of Swords is that sense of not making a decision, even though it's like you're stuck with two different decisions. Neither of them seems very appealing, and you don't really want to make a decision because you don't want to face either one. It's being blindfolded. It's being kind of trying to ignore the problem, hoping that it's going to go away. But it's like with that moon element in this card, it's like the illusions are going to be highlighted by that moon. The lies, the truths, they're all going to come out, and they're all going to be there. And so you just have to kind of take off the blindfold and come to a point where you have to decide. You have to make a decision. You have to come to face it. The Five of Swords reflect, self-inflicted energies that keep us in a stagnant place of negativity or loss. Through conflict, disagreements, or impulsive behavior, there has been an involuntary burdening of yourself or others. This card highlights pointless winning and needing to be right regardless of the outcome that comes at a high cost that may alienate others. So yeah, see, look at that. And that's literally alienation right there with the Five of Pentacles. I just got a sense of, what was it? It just came into my head. Playing the victim. That's what came in mind. Like feeling like the whole world is out to get you. That other people have all the power. Maybe you feel like certain traditions are keeping you down, or certain institutions, whether this is a school situation, career situation, that emperor, like feeling maybe like there's some masculine figure that is way, has more control over you. And sort of the truth of the matter is that you gave that power to that thing. You give power to sort of this idea of suffering, of, isolation, when really, again, you have to sort of clear out the illusion and see things again. Let's talk about the Page of Swords here as well. Because, the Page of Swords is definitely about, it's a very youthful energy. It's also about, learning things, being passionate, energetic, idealistic, logical, really going out and wanting to learn things. It's about the perspective and discerning individual who is highly ambitious and dedicated to their path. This person absorbs information like a sponge and is capable of understanding highly complex ideas, being innovative and passionate in all that they do. The key also aligns with a code of truth and frank honesty, pointing to the powerful communicators, writers, and teachers of the world. The Page of Swords encourages us to be open to new opportunities that are spontaneous and free, rather than relying on the logic of our intellect. Or conversely, we may be asked to seek an objective approach to something in using the sharp mechanisms of our mind to make a concrete decision. This card embodies the freedom to express and create from passion that evolves through deep-rooted thinking and sustainable planning. So yeah, I feel like this is sort of once you're aware of this issue and once you actually made a decision, again, she's like holding that one sword, and you go from holding two swords to finally picking that one and controlling it and reclaiming your power. This is all about having wisdom in this situation, not being blinded by emotion, because there's a lot of sword energy here. So it's more about the intellect. It's more about being what you think. I feel like this whole issue, it's not as dire as it seems. It really has to do with your perspective of it. Again, what are your plans here? What are your goals? Get focused back on that, and then, understand that there's a transformation coming. That's why this is coming up to the forefront for you guys, is because you're being forced to finally face these issues, because there's transformation coming. There could be a new beginning coming for you. Maybe it has something with taking on a new role, a new seat of power, maybe a new career, or, going back to school. Something in a traditional sense, possibly. Oh. I am also just going to pull, want to pull some more clarifying cards to clarify this situation. What does Cartoon need to know about this situation? Let's see what comes up. Oh my god. You got the Emperor ×2 and the 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so the Emperor energy is coming out twice for you guys. So this is a big deal. This is what you really need to work on in August, is really reclaiming, having discipline, having balance, really embracing your divine masculine and success in that. How can I reinforce more structure in my life? How can I step up and lead from my heart? So yeah, that's also what the Hierophant has to do with. It has to do with structure and, a schedule. So that is very important for you guys. I feel like maybe you've been kind of, again, that 2 of Swords energy, kind of like wishy-washy between things, and so it's time for you to get back onto focus, reclaim your power. This is all about a deep inner fortitude that reflects a personal code of conduct and strength. Although the greatest power that emerges with the Emperor is, the ability to transmute and through the joining of his heart and intellect. It's a creative energy, it's nurturing, it sustains more balance in the life, and it's all about combining that strength and that knowledge to really create a better discipline for yourself. And then with the 8 of Wands, this is saying that there's obviously some sort of message coming for you guys in August. Again, this could be your spirit guides, like letting you know what is up with, and sort of calling to your attention this, this 5 energy, this 5 of Swords and this 5 of Pentacles, and, bringing about that change, really fast change that could be coming, movement, adventure, action, could be travel, could be a lot of definitely swift action, transitions, positive news. So again, once you've come to terms with this, it's going to be a very fast transformation. This is just sort of the, the dark period before you kind of burst into the light and come into your seat of power with the Emperor. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So let's go ahead and dive into some of your other cards. Let's push these up here. So you also have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So yes, this is all about the age of Aquarius. You guys are probably light workers, and so that's why you're going through such a hard time right now, because you're coming up, your vibration is probably rising. You're going through this transition, and you're going to be right in the middle of it in August, and it's going to be kind of rough, guys, like honestly. But as long as you become aware of it and you make the right decisions, and even like, again, with that 2 of Swords, you might feel like neither decision is right, so you just need to make one. And then, you'll see where the benefit of doing that is, because it's going to free you up to focus on other things. We also have the Keepers of Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Again, I was getting a sense with that, with the Eight of Wands. You're going to be getting messages from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. They're going to be there right along with you. They're helping you. They want to help you in this process. You just have to sort of look up and see their messages coming in. There's even a butterfly in that one. That's going back to transformation. As far as the crystal that might be useful for you guys to use in this month of August with this whole situation, we have the Herkimer diamond. So who needs it? Reiki masters, travelers on the spiritual path, highly sensitive people. In where to put it? In places that you want to zone as sacred. When to use it? When you're reaching for clearer than ever through spirituality, therapy, or healing work. Brush off all those unwanted vibes with Herkimer diamond. Power wash your energy. So yes, I definitely feel like for August, you guys, you've been going through some rough times, and now it's like you need to do sort of the healing work for that, so that you can kind of reclaim your emperor power. And again, that sense of you guys are a very spiritual group. You guys are very emotional. You have deep emotions. But it might be that you've been you've had a rocky road with them, because again, that sense of the intellect is coming in with those sword elements. And again, with the Hierophant, that's totally also talking about like religion, I feel like. So, that deep-seated wisdom, helping, maybe some guide, some wise person is going to help you with that transformation, who represents sort of that Hierophant energy, or also the Emperor. They're going to help you become the Emperor. We also have, oh my God, we have soul purpose. Act on your soul purpose today. So all of this, if you feel like if you're resonating with this idea of the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, with sort of this rough issue happening, feeling kind of down in the dumps, it's all to push you to realize that you need to act on your soul purpose. This is all about this process, this transformation, to getting you back to going after your soul's purpose. We also have card 21, opportunity. So we've had, what numbers? Yeah, definitely a lot of the 5. That's an 11 right there. That's some powerful stuff right there, because that's a master number. And then, with 21, opportunity. Obviously, through this process, there's going to be some sort of opportunity presented to you. This whole process is an opportunity for you to grow and to change. Become aware of the opportunities you have even in this very moment. Life abounds with endless possibilities. Sometimes all it takes is to open to them by staying focused on the present. Time spent regretting the past or worrying about the future only keeps you from seizing the opportunities as they open up to you right now. So yeah, I definitely feel like you guys have been in this issue where you've been focusing way too much, my ear is ringing too, on the past. You're still stuck in that mindset, and so it's really blinding you to the opportunities that you have right now in the present. Having a lot of gratitude for what you have right now, instead of focusing on the losses from like the past. We also have for your animal spirit guide, we have the ant spirit, time to collaborate. This is all about working, with others, but I especially feel like for you guys, it's working with spirit. Your ancestors, your angels are here. It's just a matter of you, again, looking up and realizing that they're there. They're here to help you. There are people around you who can help you. You just have to, again, ask for help. You're not as isolated as you think you are. We also have Bountiful Harvest, card 28. So, with the Bountiful Harvest, obviously there's things for you here to, along with that opportunity, things for you to reap, really positive things that are coming to you. You just have to be aware of them to harvest them. You have access to an infinite source of love and resources provided by Mother Earth and the universe. There's no demands, requirements, or conditions that affect your ability to access this supply. This is a wonderful reminder that the absolute truth pertaining to the abundance that is available to you. Grant your abundance with the opportunity to flow into your life. It will reshape your perspective. It will strengthen and nourish you. This phase holds a plenitude of affluence and fertility. You are lucky and blessed. So yeah, I definitely feel like you guys, it's all about changing your perspective and your perception of things, because there is so much, again, opportunity, abundance, and all that good stuff. And your guides, Mother Earth, the universe, it's all got your back. You know, this messages from spirit, the transformation again with that butterfly appearing. You just have to, again, shift your focus. And then we also have, oh my God, this is crazy, guys. Letting go. Learn to let go. Again, you guys, you have to let go of this stuff from the past. I feel like for you guys who picked this pile, if this is resonating, you have been holding on to something from the past way too much, and it's really, you know, blocking you from your transformation. Because look, butterflies again. And then I would just notice like these two. So maybe for some of you, it could be holding on to a past relationship, maybe a bad breakup, and you're still kind of like stuck on, maybe it was a toxic relationship, a negative karmic relationship that really left you feeling isolated and damaged and like lost everything. But you know, you had to go through that relationship in order to learn and to grow as a person. And so now it comes to a point where you have to recognize that and sort of be like, yeah, I went through that and I learned this, this, and this, and now I can continue to move forward. You know, I don't need to let that thing kind of control me. That thing doesn't define me, but it helps me to grow because now I've learned something that I didn't know before. So let me just clarify this one, see if there's any additional things for this specific card. Where is it? Letting go, yeah. Life is constantly changing. Death card. Nothing ever stays the same. People come and then they go. Some exit quietly without you realizing it, and some go with a loud bang. In the constant flow and changes of life, we get stuck with unhealthy habits, unhealthy relationships, unrewarding jobs, unrealized dreams, and the like. You may have created an unhealthy attachment or bond to something or someone that no longer serves you in a positive way. You have the innate courage to acknowledge the situation and know that change is inevitable. It also brings with it newfound freedom and spiritual growth. So yes, that is definitely a huge message for you guys coming out. My light just went out. Hang on, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, you know, again, it's just time for you guys to release whatever this sort of connection is that you're still holding on to. It's no longer present. And so I feel like you guys are the only ones that are still holding on to it. And it's really just, again, stopping this process of transformation and getting back to, you know, you have a great purpose. Again, I'm feeling the sense that you guys are a very emotional group. You're very like empaths. And so these sort of connections can have a huge effect on you, and they can definitely stick with you for a while. But it's just a matter of, I think, working out a better process for releasing them. So maybe picking up a spiritual practice, meditating more, whatever it may be. And finally, you know, along with that, you know, that birthing a new age, we got awakening, ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. And this is card 3, and this is also adds up to a 3. So that might also be an important number for you guys. So I feel like with this awakening, obviously, once you have gone through this process, this sort of, I'm going to say like dark night of the soul kind of thing, you know, you work out and you release these things, you're going to be able to open up and really come into your own, again, that sense of becoming your own emperor. And, you know, awakening resonates to that connection with ancient knowledge. We had the Hierophant come up for you guys. So yeah, wisdom, the sacred ray, this sacred ray, which is the TLC foam color ray, you know, heals feelings of separation from that of our ancient ancestors and the galactic predecessors. It initiates interdimensional traveling and opens vortexes within the soul. This transformational ray transcends time and space and helps us to discover hidden insights that lie deep within our own being. You know, you may be remembering your ancient wisdom or other ancient knowledge from other civilizations. An important connection will be forthcoming to assist you. Memories of past lifetimes and recalling spontaneous wisdom may be upcoming, so be prepared for the coming expansion of the mind. You're awakening to the truth of your origins. You have all the tools you need to see the truth in your situation. The companion crystals for this are Larmar and Labradorite, as well as the companion essential oil is eucalyptus blue. Okay, so I just got a major thing here. So I definitely feel like you guys, especially with this card, you guys could definitely be like starseeds. You have, you know, had many past lives. And so maybe a part of this, you know, this situation with the Five of Swords and the, you know, the Five of Pentacles, and then you had the Hierophant. All of this is tying together. So maybe you were in some recently toxic relationship, and maybe that relationship or situation actually has a connection to a past life you had. And so that triggered something emotional that hasn't been healed from your past life. And so it's really shaking you, but at the same time, it's also, you know, releasing a lot of innate, very sacred wisdom that you learned in those past lives that are now coming out along with all of this sort of scary stuff, this unhealed wounds from the past lives as well. And so it's just a matter of, you know, along with that was take that wisdom that is now awakening and what you've learned currently, heal those karmic, you know, past life situations that are coming up and repeating in your current life, because it's a lesson that is being presented again for you to learn again from, as well as heal, to completely heal this time. Ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. And we also had the keepers of the earth. So you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And that's what this was talking about as well. It's all coming together here. So you're going through, August is going to be a big month, a big and important month for you guys. I definitely feel like, again, you guys are light workers, you are star seeds, you are very spiritually charged, your vibration, you're going through a transition, you're going to be reborn, you're going to be awakening. It's just a matter of, again, letting go, making the decision, go forward, and really coming into your Emperor energy as well as the Hierophant. You are so deeply wise, and it's just a matter of you realizing that, you know, time to collaborate, work with your spirit guides, really connect, do some research into that, you know, find out your galactic origins, or, you know, do some past life regression meditations, you know, find where your origins are, because it will help you find your soul's purpose. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. It made sense for you guys. If it did, please do leave a like on this video, subscribe if you want to see more, comment letting me know what you think. Also, you can return later in the month of August to tell me if any of this has come to pass, or you're seeing similarities coming up again. Maybe revisit this for additional messages that might become clearer to you at another point. And yeah, you know, thank you guys so much for joining me here on my channel, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those who picked group 3 with the blue Chalcedony, let's go ahead and dive into what your cards are and what you should know for the month of August. So starting off with your tarot cards, we have the Three of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Already a lot of pentacle energy going on here. We also have the Nine of Cups. We have the Hangman. And we have the Knight of Wands. Look at that. You guys have two night energies going on here. So, of course, we're going to first off start with talking about the Hangman, since that is the major arcana that is coming up for you guys. So this is definitely the important energy to know for the month of August. So with the Hangman, this is all about coming to a standstill. And this is something you choose to do. It's not necessarily something that is been done to you. Like, it's not a stagnation coming from a different source. This is something you chose to do. You chose to sort of hold back and really come to this point where you are meditating on what it is that you want to do next. I feel like this is all about you guys working on coming into balance with yourself. So, you know, this is also a Neptunian energy. So you guys, that could definitely be Pisces. We also have the Nine of Cups. So that's another water energy. You also have Two Pentacles. So you could definitely be anything like a water sign or an air sign, or not an air sign, but an earth sign. I feel like, you know, This is all about letting go of things, surrendering to experience and emotional release. Accepting what is and giving up control, suspending action, sacrifice. It's all about, changing your perspective of the world, seeing things in a new light. Sometimes a change in one's perception of the world is required, in order to understand where one should move forward, a subtle shifting of the state of your mind. So this is very meditative, it's very introspective, and it's making a necessary sacrifice in order for new growth for yourself. And combining that with, the Two of Swords. So really thinking about it in the context along with that Two of Swords, and it's funny, that's how I set them out, was right underneath each other, because I definitely feel like, the Two of Swords is this energy of needing to make a decision about something and being kind of blindfolding yourself away from it, because it may be uncomfortable, it may not be, you might have a lot of self-doubt about it, you might have denial, it's a lot of indecision. So it's all about asking yourself how you can make a decision that is for your best intentions. Are there any ways for you to help clarify the situation that you're going through? It's very much this element of being at a crossroads and needing to balance things out and coming to a point where you need to make a decision about, what is going on. Kind of removing the blindfold and seeing things for what they really are, removing the illusion of things, because we also have them usually in the traditional depiction of the Two of Swords. We see a woman blindfolded with the two swords, kind of defending herself against things, because she wants, again, space to sort of think about things and get away from the situation. But there's also a crescent moon above her, so that is going back to sort of the moon card in relation and sort of highlighting that the revealing of sort of secrets and illusions, and sort of coming to this point where you realize what is at the heart of the matter, especially with, again, that hangman energy. Let's see what else we got here. The Six of Pentacles. So this is all about needing to come to a decision about your material world right now, maybe your work, because the Six of Pentacles decided to come out, and this is all about charity. It's all about balancing the scales of making sure that everybody gets what they need, and it's a cycle of sort of giving and taking and giving back again. And along with the Three of Pentacles, that is working together in a team. It's working on some sort of creative project, so any kind of project really, and again, working as a team with other people. There's also a great sense, especially with this image, of sort of joy, of communion, of community, and then with that six, it's kind of like the fruition of that. And then with the Nine of Cups, you guys, again, I think once you work through this situation, you will be able to really celebrate. You're going to be feeling more successful, you're going to be feeling supported, you're going to be really gearing up to work on your projects. And when with the Nine of Cups, that is this sense of really celebrating, really indulging in what is the success that you're having, really feeling good. It's abundance, it's healing, it's peace, it's all of that aspects in your emotional center. It's celebrating, right? Really having a lot of satisfaction and harmony. It's known as, this is like the wish card. It's saying that, a wish is going to be granted, especially with that Six of Pentacles that decided to fall out. It's like, somebody could definitely be showing you support and helping you to achieve whatever your dream is, whatever your wish is. It's just a matter, I think, of getting focused again on what that is. And then we also have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So very interesting. These definitely represent people who might be in your life in August. So the Knight of Wands is sort of that foreign element from a foreign land. He's very extremely passionate. He's very driven. He's adventurous. He's kind of he has a lot of charisma about him. And, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is more grounded. He's more focused. The Knight of Wands is more of a fast-moving knight. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, he's very, very slow. He takes a lot of care in every single step that goes forward until it's the right time to strike and to, you know, capture his goal or whatever it may be. And so, and both of these are also looking in the same direction. So I feel like maybe I'm getting the sense that maybe these represent people in your life in August, and these two individuals who might represent two, you know, very masculine energies might be helping you and like kind of like pushing you through this process so that you can really achieve what it is that what this wish fulfillment is. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of your cards. So we also have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So yes, look at that. She's like, it's the lotus pose. It's meditation. That's totally the hangman. So, you know, you guys could definitely be a very, again, that's that Pisces energy as well. You know, empathetic. You can be highly sensitive to, you know, people around you, the energies and the environments around you. And so right now could definitely be a very important time. If you're dealing with this Two of Swords, you're needing to come to a decision of something, get grounded, get centered, use meditation, whatever it may be. Get out in nature and really connect with the earth or whatever element really you connect with and helps you to get grounded. We also have protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So yes, that is all about, you know, making sure that you are protecting yourself, your energy field, and, you know, it's this sense of needing to cut ties with anybody who's sapping too much of your energy away. And, you know, that's a process. I remember this card talks about kind of like a nightly practice of when you go to lay down, like visualize cutting those cords to people that you've encountered in the day, especially the ones who are draining you, so that you can just really, again, call back the pieces of your soul and really get, again, it's all part of that process of getting grounded. For you guys, it's going to require cutting cords with certain things. As far as your crystals that might be useful for you guys in the month of August, we have these two cards. So we have, I'm losing my voice. We have barite and we have rhodochrosite, which I love this stone so much. So with the barite, you know, who needs it? Anyone who leaves for work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. You know, where to put it taped on your forehead during meditation, when to use it, when it's way past time to stop saying yes to things that you hate. Ask barite what your true calling is, then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? Get answers to your biggest questions. And then with rhodochrosite, it's who needs it? Anyone grieving or really needing to grieve, a major loss, a relationship expired, or an outdated idea of self. Where to put it against your chest while you breathe through your heart, or slide a favorite piece into your bra, you know, if you're wearing one. When to use it? When your heart hurts, when you feel all the feels, even the most painful, and still be gentle with yourself. Let rhodochrosite remind you that this too shall pass, and you especially, you absolutely will heal and love again when you are ready. Soften your heart. I will also say that rhodochrosite is also, for me at least, it's really good at enhancing your dreams. So if you put it underneath your pillow when you go to bed at night, that might also be good if you want to do anything with dream related things. So yeah, these are both bringing up that sense of, again, calling back your power, the pieces of you, you know, guarding yourself against the negative stuff. Obviously, you know, this could be you've had some heartache recently, you know. Also with the barite, it's all about getting back to who you are and what your purpose is. It's very much related to that hangman energy. We also have, oh my God, you have a lot of this coming up. We got freedom. Let the unicorn set you free. So yes, it's all about, there's something here for you guys, kind of similar to the last group, but not as, I don't want to say dramatic, but as, I don't know, for the last group, I felt it was definitely a bigger whammy of a thing. For you guys, it feels like yeah, there was something here. There was maybe a relationship, or maybe it's a job that you're not quite enjoying anymore. And so you just need to, again, break free, unshackle yourself from whatever this thing is, set yourself free, go on, kind of take on that hangman energy of getting back in touch with who it is. I feel like for you guys, definitely relationships in your life are a part of it. I feel like it's also kind of related to your job, maybe making a decision about something with that. Maybe there's a greater opportunity for you job-wise that is just around the corner. And so, this is also card 10. If that is any significance for you guys. So far, I haven't seen any specific repeating numbers, but who knows? We also have card 19, application. Yeah. Okay, so immediately the first thing that came to my mind with this is that, you could be maybe applying for a new job, or there's an opportunity to apply to a different job that's going to be more fulfilling for you. And so I would say that it's definitely a call, if that resonates for some of you, to go and do it. And this adds up to 10, which is, there you go. There's your repeating numbers. I knew it. I knew there's going to be repeating numbers here. Oh my God. There's way more repeating numbers. I just looked over at the next card that I'm going to be showing you guys, and holy crap. But with this application card, you have been on a quest for greater understanding and knowledge for some time now. That hangman energy right there. This card is an indication that the time has truly come to apply this acquired knowledge in a practical way in your real life. There will always be more to learn, but for now, focus on walking the walk. Demonstrate to yourself that those who love you, what you have learned, and you will see that you've come even further than you ever imagined possible. So yes, you guys might have been in this hangman energy for quite a while now, and that's why the 2 swords is coming up, because now it's time to slowly move out of that and take action, make decisions, and start working towards what it is you want to achieve. And as I said, this adds up to 10. This is a 10. And for your animal spirit that we have here, it's card 10, the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So yes, have faith. I feel like that the universe and your spirit guides are there with you, that they have your back, and that when you need them most, they will provide exactly what it is you need on your journey right now. And so, let's see what other additional things this card is talking about. It's coming, this buffalo spirit is coming to you right now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adapt a mindset of abundance. So yes, again, with that hangman, it's all about changing your perspective. So the change in perspective that you guys need to take on is definitely doing more gratitude, talking and thinking very much that you have all this abundance, that you're very grateful for everything that you already do have, because that's just going to call in more abundance to you. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So too do you have many gifts available to you. Buffalo spirit appears to you to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your dreams and your desires, not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around, whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support. It's all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with truth, and the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come into a form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire, not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good. So offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. So yes, that is a big message. And right on top of that, you guys also have card 18, new experiences and possibilities. So yes, this is a very new growth happening. A lot of abundance is available to you. You just have to, reach out and grab it. It's all there for you. And then we also have card 3, celebrate differences. So that goes back to having gratitude, and not just gratitude for the things that you have, but putting gratitude and thanks towards other people, celebrating the differences that everybody has. We're all one. We all have connections to each other. There are in those differences that we do see are what make each person unique, each situation unique. And so it's important to celebrate those things. And again, that sense of celebrating your inner child, your outer persona, every aspect, everything that makes you different, makes other people different, celebrate it and have a lot of gratitude towards it, have a lot of thanks towards it, because again, that's going to help you bring in these new experiences and possibilities, new connections coming through. And so we also have the dragonfly. So live life to the fullest. So yes, this is all a call for you guys to really get out there and stop, the words that came to mind was stop living for other people, live for yourself. Again, cut ties to people who maybe are taking you for granted or not appreciating you, not showing gratitude back to you, because there's way more opportunities for you, especially with that Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. There's an aspect there of travel, of just really going after things that make you feel happiest. Live your life to the fullest. So what will make your life the fullest? Question that. And finally, the last card we have here is card 25, isolation, loneliness, reconnection, and home. So I definitely feel a strong sense that this is connected to the hangman energy. Again, that's the strongest energy I'm feeling here for you guys, is definitely that hangman. And so with the isolation card, this is talking about, isolation resonates to that unification with mental powers and emotional insights of the soul. This sacred ray, which is the violet-white color ray, prompts us to awaken hidden memories that spark a matrix of inner soul and universal brotherhood. This supportive ray helps bridge a telepathic reunion with the soul's true home, encouraging a sense of communion with fellowship and love for all creation. There is a familiar connection that wants to come into your life, a connection where you may feel deja vu. If you are feeling a sense of loneliness or have been desiring a reconnection with your tribe or soul star family, this is a good time to make intentions to reach out and connect. The truth is, you are never alone. All you need to do is ask to connect. Home and your soul star family will show up with open arms. Time to stop hiding and get involved in community. I brought that up before. Oh my god. Companion crystals are snowflake obsidian and mookaite jasper, which I have a piece of mookaite jasper. It is right here. It's a fun stone, and it definitely is very good for connecting with your ancestors. And as far as the companion essential oil for this card, we have vanilla. So yeah, that's so crazy. It brought up community, and that's what I was talking about with that 3 of Pentacles and that 6 of Pentacles. It's the sense of getting back to communities. I feel like for you, you are going to be cutting the cords with, I think, people who no longer are serving you. You've been doing this hangman work. You're continuing with it. You're doing your meditation work, and you're going to be really breaking free and calling in your soul family. And when you do, and your soul family might be in the form as, this Knight of Pentacles or this Knight of Wands, or both of them. These both might represent people who are in your soul family. And when they come in, they're going to really push you to take action and really go after what it is you want to do. Take advantage of these new possibilities and new experiences, really celebrate your life and work together with your soul family to create something. And it's going to be filled with a lot of celebration because, it's that wish fulfillment. It's that 9 of Cups. So definitely, if you were attracted to this group and you picked it and you have internally been really wanting, deeper soul connections and soul family, you can definitely call it in. You can manifest it right now, especially start in August right now, because with this, 9 of Cups, this wish fulfillment card, it can come true. Your guides, they're all here. It's all a matter of you applying for it, let it out, let it grow, and really bring in that connection. Maybe it just starts as, getting grounded, getting into those meditative states so that you can talk to your soul family through like the ether, and then while strengthening that connection, it will start to manifest itself in your actual real reality, which I think came up with one of these other cards here. I can't remember which one, but it definitely came up. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys in these cards. This is a really good reading. I like this one a lot. You guys, again, if you're feeling any sense of loneliness, do not worry about it. Call in your soul family. Do that work. Cut the ties to things that no longer serve you, and it will happen for you guys. I definitely feel like you guys are a very strong manifesting group, so use that. So yes, if this resonated for you guys, please do leave a like on this video, comment letting me know what you think, even come back later in the month of August to tell me how it's going, and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys in the next one. All right, for all of those who picked group 4 with the Angel Aura Quartz, let's go ahead and dive into what your cards are for the month of August. So we're going to start off with the Tarot, of course. And so we have the 9 of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the 2 of Wands, as well as the Queen of Cups. We also have the 3 of Wands as well. We have the Devil card. And then we also have the Chariot. So, a lot to look at right here. So, obviously, the first few things I'm going to point out are the major arcana. So, you guys have 3 major arcanas happening. You have the Empress, you have the Devil, and you have the Chariot. So, to really start to unpack this, also the other major thing I'm going to notice here is that we have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So there's obviously a progression here for you guys, and combining that with the Chariot. So with the 2 of Wands, it's saying that in August, you guys are definitely going to be working on setting out on your plans. Like, you're going to be thinking about what it is you want to achieve. You're going to be making a list of things that it is that you want to achieve, setting out and really figuring out what exactly your goals are, that things of what you want to achieve. So having a choice, picking a direction, facing fears, and this is like the activation point for you guys. It's all about having this adventurous ideal, you know, being very playful, being passionate. That spark that leads you on your path is starting here, and then it blossoms into the 3 of Wands, which is the vision. It's the expansion, it's the foresight, intuition, and commitment to whatever it is that you're setting out. You think of the idea, and then you set out to actually put action towards it. So you are gaining the momentum here. It's all about this creative idea, or this, it's something is lining up with your passions. It could do a lot with your work. It's just because it's the one element, it's the element of fire. So it's going to be related to your passion, to your spirituality, to your work, all of those things. And so obviously, in a lot of ways, August is going to be the start of this process for you. You're going to get a decent amount done on it. You're going to have the plans, and then you're going to start to set out the action to achieve it. Along with pairing that up with the Chariot card, of course, this is movement. It is fast movement. It is victory. It's triumph. It's in some ways completion of some things, but the work is still not done. You're still carrying on with the work, but this is just a moment where you can be kind of like the victor riding home to your place of purpose in that way. And so this is also a Cancer card. Now, the other interesting thing here is we have the 9 of Swords. So with the 9 of Swords, this has a lot to do with, you know, it's like the headache card. It's the sleepless night card. It's your mind being overwhelmed. It's a lot of fears, it's nightmares, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's all of these things. So it's a question of where and how do you put your focus and your energy. You know, are you ready to reroute these negative forces? So it's a turbulent state of mind, you know, an inner disharmony, and it's all happening within your mind. And so I definitely feel like that is pretty tied to probably the appearance of the devil here, because on one hand, like, this is your challenge right here for the month of August. With that Nine of Swords and the Devil card, I feel like this is definitely related to worry of your material world. You know, being sort of trapped in this sort of worrying, being caged in by something outside of yourself, but it's not so much you perceive it as something outside of yourself, but it's actually it's this internal. You are trapping yourself, although you may feel like it's somebody else or something else that is doing the trapping. But it's important for you to realize that it's actually you. You know, this is bondage, it's entrapment, it's temptation, it's the ego, it's oppression. And so you have to realize that, you know, this is a very much a spiritual blockage happening here. You want to go on a spiritual path. That could definitely be a part of this. And so your challenge for August is to get over this, is to clear out the worry. And part of it is definitely tied to, you know, embracing the Empress and the Queen of Cups energy here. Because I feel like you guys are definitely, especially with the Queen of Cups, this is a highly intuitive person. It's very emotional, very nurturing. And, you know, next to the High Priestess, yes, this is the most psychic card in the deck. So you guys could definitely be very strong psychics. And then with the Empress card, that leads back into, you know, this sense of creativity and passion. You know, this is new growth, it is abundance, it is the birth of an idea or the actual birth of something. And so I feel like once you're able to clear your mind and, you know, get over this inner disharmony, you will be much more in your seat of emotional power, because that's what the Queen of Cups is. It's the emotions. And then with that Empress energy, it's like the ultimate sort of balancing of the feminine energies, of the material, of the spiritual. It's all of that coming together, and that will allow you to set off on this new journey that you want to go on, and, you know, start driving your chariot onto your greatest path. So with that said, let's go ahead and also take a look at your other cards that came out. So we also have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. So yeah, I definitely get a sense of that. You know, this Queen of Cups energy is very healing, I think, for you guys, as well as the Empress. So, you know, this could definitely represent maybe another person that you're going to be dealing with in the month of August. They could represent this Queen of Cups energy. But it's definitely all about you guys coming to this time where you are going through a change. And that's what pretty much everybody so far has been dealing with. But for you guys, it's more centered, I think, on that change of perception, of just clearing out, again, your mind so that you can see things, to release the worry, stop worrying about the material kind of realm of things and think more about your emotional self, your spiritual self, because that is going to give you, I think, more fulfillment. Now, as far as crystals that might be useful for you guys to use during the month of August, we have these two, which are Labradorite and Magnesite. So with the Labradorite, you know, this is perfect for anybody who is adventurers, exploring far off lands, places, alchemical, spiritual, artistic, and dreamy. Any Pisces, when you look at that, that is crazy, because with that Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, that is totally travel. It's adventure into foreign areas. And with the Queen of Cups, that is that total watery Piscean or Cancer or Scorpio energy. So that is pretty wild that came up. You know, where to put it, wherever you cast your spells, when to use it, When you've lost your faith in magic, the world is a weird, wonderful, whimsical, watery rock hurtling through space, and you're on it. And that makes you special. Gaze into Labradora and delight in that. Protect your magic. So yes, this is big on... You guys could definitely, because again, with that Queen of Cups, you guys could definitely be a psychic group. You're very good at creating things, manifesting things, especially with that transformation. You're going through that. And so you guys could definitely be a group who is working on casting different spells on yourself to achieve what it is you want. And so Labradora might be very good for you in that process. With the Magnesite, focus. This is for anybody who's intellectuals, Aquarians. So that is totally that 9 of Swords energy coming through. You know, where to put it, wherever you go to quiet your mind or wake it the F up, essentially. When to use it, when you're just too smart for your own good, when you're completely lost in your thoughts, or they're running wild, dragging you behind them. Remember, the mind is a powerful thing. You rule it, or it rules you. Meditate every day and show it who's boss with Magnesite. Get your mind right. That is totally for you guys. I mean, with that 9 of Swords, that is exactly what this is saying and what you're going through with this. So yeah, you guys can easily get very caught up in your mind. And that is definitely not just an air thing, but it's also a very much a Piscean kind of energy. And I think probably the other water signs as well, kind of getting lost in that dreamy, imaginative, kind of out there in your mind in this imaginary other world. And that in itself, like, can become its own world. And so you can kind of get stuck there. Now, we also have, we have the Christ, card 44, open the door to the kingdom of heaven. So this is all about really letting a lot of light and love in. You know, your guides are here to help you. You just need to sort of reach out and trust and ask for their help, and then they will assist you in whatever it is that you are trying to do. And, you know, we also have card 36, source of life. And so with this card, it is talking about, you know, God, the source of all life is within you, with you and around you at all times. The source of life permeates everything in existence. You can move closer to this divine source simply by holding this awareness that God is everywhere, in everything. Feel yourself held in his love and glow in his light. So yeah, this is just a sense of whether you prescribe to God or maybe you prefer just the universe, a specific deity, whatever it is, it's essentially saying that whatever divine body that you believe in, it is there behind you 100%. It is there guiding you. It wants to help you, and it's there to help you through your path with this transformation. Now, as far as your animal spirit guides go for the month of August, we have the otter spirit, you are never alone, and we have the moth spirit, surrender now. So I definitely feel like, you know, with the otter spirit, that's kind of, you know, echoing out within these 2 cards, this sense that your spirit guides, people are around you to help you. You are never alone because spirit is always with you. And with the moth spirit, surrender now, that's definitely related for you guys to that 9 of Swords and the devil energy. It's time for you to release, I think, if you're worried about something related to the material world, especially that devil card, in the ego, you just need to surrender it and go with the flow of what is coming to you. So with the otter spirit, you're never alone. It says, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that the presence matters, so remember to be fully present with those you care about, holding them, sense the love and affection, and appreciate you have the appreciation you have for them. Now is a time for a joyful celebration of the love in your life that expresses as friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes with your full attention, saying, I care, you matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You are never alone and you are always loved. So yes, that's definitely, like, especially with that Queen of Cups energy and the Empress, you know, that's a very motherly energy coming through. And so you can reach out to people around you, and you should, because I think you'll be surprised to see how much is returned to you. That could be part of that worry that might be plaguing you, that Nine of Swords. And with the Moth Spirit, just to clarify it more, you know, the Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with Spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that has become a compulsion or addiction? Very devil energy right there. Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moth Spirit appears, it's time to consider if you have gone over the edge in relentless pursuits. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction into certainty, or even to a person, may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent with moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all the other pursuits that matter to you. Now is a time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your Moth Spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So yes, that's definitely, again, that is so the devil energy and the Knight of Wands. And so you guys could definitely be very much, you could be actually addicted to something. It could be something as like smoking or food or whatever, or it could just be this sort of kind of wanting to control all aspects, being very overwhelmed, worrying about what the next steps are, instead of just letting sort of your passions lead you in the right direction. Release some of that control, and again, I think I said that already, go with the flow. So we also have let love be your beacon. Makes a lot of sense with some of the other cards here, obviously, especially with that Otter Spirit, you know. Reach out and really show love to those around you who matter. Lead with your heart, not so much your mind. Because again, with that emphasis with the Empress and the Queen of Cups, it's like, yeah, what are your emotions telling you? Where are they telling you? Quiet your mind a little bit, because obviously your mind is very much screaming at you and it's overwhelming you because you don't know where to go on. Then we also have leadership. Set your goals and choices. Make the best choices. So yes, that's definitely part of, you know, the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. You know, what are the goals that you want to set out? And make sure they're goals that really light your fire, you know, that align with your passion and your strengths. You know, don't do something just because you think, you know, it's going to fulfill some ego-based addiction or just your ego alone. You know, choices, make the best choices. Make sure those choices align with what is in your heart. What is going to really propel you forward and embrace your own transformation? You know, what is going to help you to heal? And finally, the last card we got here is card 23, Illumination, Expression, Positivity, and Joy, Inspiration. So with this card, it's just, again, it's lining up with that sense. That's very much, I feel like that's definitely related to the Wands energy that you guys have had pop up in your reading so far. You know, what is truly inspiring to you? What sparks your joy? What makes you the happiest in life? So this card talks about, you know, illumination resonates to expanding and illuminating the essence of soul light. This sacred ray, which is the green-blue color ray, inspires all beings to always shine luminously from the heart. It's a reminder of the heart's capacity to full expression and to honor its origin of brilliance that arises deep within the soul. This radiant ray continually pulses, generating waves of bliss directly into the heart space for ultimate replenishment. Lift yourself to a higher frequency of joy. You need to express this more fully. Allow the inspiration of nature, the elemental realms, and love to carry you forth in your next endeavors. It is not a time to be looking at your situation from a head space, but rather the heart space of joy, laughter, and fun. Be positive and know that the light you seek is already inside you. Your light wants to shine and be allowed complete freedom of expression. So companion stones for this are green aventurine and dolomite. The companion essential oil is Idaho balsam fir. So yeah, again, that just reiterates everything. You know, you guys are just a group that you've been too much in your head. It's causing you a lot of stress, a lot of worry, a lot of headaches. And you really just need to sit down, release your devil, this whatever the devil is representing in your life. It could be your ego, it could be an addiction, it could be a relationship, it could be just a situation. Whatever it is, it's definitely related to whatever is worrying you on your mind. So pinpoint what that is, release that, and really go into your heart center and, you know, go out into nature, commune in that space, go on an adventure that's just is not something super pre-planned. You can have an ultimate goal in mind, but don't worry about so much of the exact steps, because specifically with this card for this deck in the description, it tells a story of, you know, so many people have come before to this bridge only to see that it, you know, there's no more bridge. How are they supposed to get to the other side? And so they give up and they walk away. But this individual, they decided to take the steps and just trust, and turns out there was a bridge there all along. It's just the other people couldn't see it. So again, I feel like you guys need to know what your end goal is in mind, but don't worry so much about all the steps in between. Just let those things come naturally. You know, follow your heart. Trust that, you know, you will be guided in the right direction. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 4. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video, comment letting me know what you thought about it. And you know, if you want to come back later in August to let me know how it's shaping up, definitely do that. And subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you in the next one. All right, for those who picked group 5 with the leopard skin Jasper, let's go ahead and dive into what your cards are for the month of August. So we're going to start off with the tarot cards, of course, and first off, we have the Queen of Wands. We also have the Queen of Swords. We also have the Seven of Wands. We then have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Wow, guys. So you definitely have a lot going on with the wands and the sword elements. So you guys could definitely be an air sign or a fire sign. And so you guys have no major arcana. So this week this month is definitely going to be more about your day-to-day things than necessarily major movements. And so what's standing out automatically to me is the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Wands, she represents all of the passion, all the fire, all that divine, spiritual creativity, and just zest for life. She's very charismatic, and she is very well liked. She has a beautiful energy. She's also represented by a very attractive person, and people are just automatically drawn to her because she has such presence in her own personal power and that confidence that attracts other people to her. And so combining that with, the Queen of Swords is also somebody who is very well versed in the way of the world. She has experienced so many things, a lot of them not always great. She's very independent. She's a perfectionist. She's articulate, impartial. She has all of this great depth of wisdom because she's actually lived it. She's experienced it. So she's definitely a takes no shit from anybody kind of card. And always is speaking their truth at any given time. Highly perceptive and analytical, straightforward. She's a very sharp-minded person. So, if these two cards don't represent you, they could definitely represent two very feminine energies that are going to be around you in August that have these qualities, or maybe it's one person has both of those qualities about them. And so, also, when we're dealing with something like the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is going to demand of you to stand up for something. You have to have defiance in whatever it is. You are standing up for what it is you believe in, or protecting somebody else. There could be an element of competition, gain, success, strength, defiance. How can you hold your strength and composure? What have you learned after all of your highs and lows? And that's very a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands kind of energy coming out here. So, yeah, it's all about being prepared. Being prepared, because you're going to be achieving a lot. Like, you have a lot of success and positivity coming your way, and so it's going to be really good for you. Oh, that makes so much sense. And so, before I get more into that, let's talk about the Page of Wands real quick. Because the Page of Wands is... I'm seeing this piece together in my mind here. This is confidence, courage, rebelliousness, discovery. This is very youthful energy. It's all about having your spark, your enthusiasm, your imagination, everything, your unique inspiration reignited, and then going out on an adventure, rediscovering that thing, going out and doing that. And so with that element, along with the Ace of Pentacles, which is just one of the best cards in the deck next to the Sun card, this is overall a very stable beginning. There's a sense of a new beginning here for you guys. And it's going to be really fantastic. It's going to lead to financial abundance. It's going to lead to spiritual abundance. It's like all around a fantastic package. And so, of course, with a fantastic package and things just going so great for yourself, there's going to be people around who are going to be jealous of that. And that is why you have the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords here, is what I'm getting off. So the Seven of Wands, you have to defend your stance on stuff, and you have to protect yourself, because there could definitely be people who are seeing your success and are going to try to want to tear you down, to start fights with you, to try to start a war with you or something, try to tear you down off of your fantastic high going here. And so you just have to be prepared for that. You have to stand your ground and be prepared for anything, because again, this could come from anywhere. It may not be super obvious. It might be something more sneaky. You don't know. And so it's just a sense of always being prepared. Use your wisdom, because you've been through these kind of things before with that Queen of Swords. You've experienced this before, so you should know that this is coming. And so you should know how to best defend yourself against it. That's definitely what I'm getting off right here from these cards. Let's go ahead and also check out the other cards that were pulled for you. So we also have Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, Be Held. And I actually want to look at this one in the book, because I'm not super familiar with this one card. But what I'm taking off of it, obviously, again, with this element, I feel like things are going to be really good for you in August. Something's going to be beginning here for you. Maybe you guys are some of you are musicians, because I'm looking at that page. Maybe you're going to reignite a passion in music, and it's going to be really great for you. It's going to make you so happy and just enthusiastic about life. And again, some people might try to take that away from you, or try to tear you down, make you feel bad about it. And so it might be best for you to sort of, when that happens, taking a moment to, before you engage, before you let sort of your heated emotions try to get at you to engage this person, retreat for a second and really think about it, contemplate what it is, and try to see what it is they're really doing. Yeah, so what this Deep Replenishment card is talking about is the most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a woman's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. So yeah, this card is definitely all about that. I definitely feel like that's related to the Page of Wands and kind of the Ace of Pentacles. You know, what is it that, again, ignites your passions? What nourishes your soul? Really seek out to find that, because once you do, you are going to be killing it, essentially. And so on that, a stone that might be very useful for you to use in August in this process is green aventurine. So with aventurine, you know, who needs it? Melancholic inhabitants of ruts and funks, anybody with a side hustle. Where to put it? In your pocket, on poker night, wherever you encounter people, places, and things hell-bent to bring you down to the gutter. When to use it? When you find yourself in a crisis of confidence and it's time to wake up, clean up, and re-up your shine. Show off your sparkle. Exactly. See? This is totally the perfect stone for you guys, because, you know, it's talking about, you know, needing to up your confidence. That is so the Queen of Wands. She is overtly, you know, overtly confident, and it just rolls off her, and that's what makes her so attractive to a lot of people. And at the same way, the Queen of Swords is super confident too, but her confidence, I get off it, is a little bit more reserved. Because she's more of that intellectual, she doesn't necessarily want to show just how much she's got. She likes to like hold back a little bit just to see what other people are doing, so that she wants to read the other party first before she sort of lets it all loose. That's the sense I'm getting off of her. And so, you know, again, that idea of, you know, people in places that are hell-bent on bringing you down into the gutter level. That is definitely what all of this is about over here. So yes, let's go ahead and see what else we got. Oh, look at this. We got the Prosperity card. Prosperity is flowing towards you, so be open to receiving it. Totally the Ace of Pentacles. You have prosperity coming to you. It's coming fast. Like, I don't necessarily want to say fast, but it's like it's going to be like a whammy of prosperity. And so you guys need to just be ready to receive it. And on top of that, we have card 43, Queen of the Unicorns. You are blessed with love, compassion, and wisdom. You guys have so much of this queen energy going on in your reading here. So that's some powerful stuff. You know, it's very strong, it's very confident, but it's very much loving. It's full of wisdom. It's that nurturing feminine side coming out. We also have card 13, Truth. So let's see what this card is about. You know, it says, you may find yourself facing a situation in which it is difficult to determine the real truth of the matter and the best way forward. Instead of relying on your rational mind to work it out logically, try going within. Sit quietly in meditation, even if it's only for a few minutes a day, and you'll see the answer to the puzzle revealed, perhaps when you least expect it. I definitely feel like this is related to that deep replenishment card, retreat, rest, and be held. So this is a part of that process. And look at that. Definitely you guys have a lot of heart chakra stuff going on here, as well as, you know, your solar plexus. The other thing I feel like with Truth here, I think it's just a matter of waiting and watching and being prepared, because again, that sense of being prepared, because the truth of the matter of who maybe these people are who wish, you know, negativity on you, who want to try to dim your light and your success, you just have to wait and be patient, because they're going to reveal themselves, and then you can just easily walk away from that. We also, oh my god, on top of that, look at that. For your animal spirit guide, we got the elephant, card 25. Elephant spirit says, learn from the past. So yeah, that's totally the Queen of Swords energy right there. You guys, again, you've experienced this all before. I feel like this is definitely a situation that has happened to you before in the past, where, you know, you had a certain success and then somebody else tried to claim credit for it, or they try to make you feel bad for it, or try to belittle it in some way. And, you know, you were younger, you were probably more trusting, and you know, it is what it is. It happened. The important thing here is to remember and learn from it, because it's going to try to happen again. I feel like that's what I'm getting off of here. That may not sound like the greatest thing, but it's like, the flip side is it's appearing here because something so good is coming to you. And so it's a warning, like, hey, something majorly good is coming towards you right now. It's going to happen. So be aware that there's going to be people out there who are going to try to repeat the same process. But you are a different person now. You are older, you are wiser, you know more. You have the power to really, you know, keep these people away, you know, not give them your power or your time of day. So yeah, you know, the Elephant Spirit says, although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experience, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? The Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in your sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. So yeah, exactly. Totally lines up with what I was feeling. And you know, on top of that, oh, look at this, guys. Oh my god. We got breakthrough and we have celebration. Let go and have fun. Like, seriously, guys, there is such a major breakthrough. I feel like inspiration, just freedom of all of these great things, love, transformation, just a lot of beautiful things coming out for you at this time, and you're really going to be able to celebrate it. You know, it's all about just letting go, having fun. You know, maybe this retreat is actually a vacation. Maybe, you know, it's just very uplifting, good energy that's coming through for you. And so you really just need to be able to come out and embrace it, because it's coming. You just need to be ready to receive it. And so the final card we have here is card 12, Emotional Freedom, Vulnerability, Flowing, Rebalancing. So yes, that's just, again, definitely what I was feeling with that was coming out in the breakthrough card over here, because, you know, she's dancing across that water, which is obviously always representing our emotional being. So with this card, it's talking about, you know, not emergence. There we go. Emotional freedom resonates to emotional balance and harmony. Only by revealing true raw emotions can healing and rebalance take place. Allow the expression of emotions to the fullest in a safe environment will allow catharsis and lasting harmony. Accepting this will carry forth a wave of understanding at deeper levels, and this will assist in allowing further expansion and growth. This is represented by the true blue color ray, and it's also saying you may be feeling emotionally unstable. Share your emotions with yourself or others may be scary. Sharing your emotions with yourself or others may be scary, but it will help you release them and rebalance your energies. Focus on restoring harmony to your emotional center. Engage in self-loving acts to help you restabilize. Taking sea salt baths will help detox your emotions. Sometimes being vulnerable and open is for our greatest good, for growth. Once we release, our stability is regained. Companion crystals are blue aragonite and Indosite, and the essential oil is blue chamomile. So yes, it's definitely, that is so related to this deep replenishment card. You know, retreat, rest, be held. You guys just need to take like a little vacation or something just to, you know, replenish, you know, do like a U day. If you can't go on like a full vacation, just do a U day where it's like you just spa, you know, you do your nails, you take a nice long bath, you read whatever it is you want to read, and just be in your space, you know, be where you feel the most comfortable. And I think you'll be surprised, because I feel like through that process, a lot of inspiration will come to you. Ideas will like just spark into your mind. So definitely have like a piece of paper or notepad near you when that happens. So yeah, overall, I feel like for you guys, I feel like actually pulling one more message for you guys. So we got High Priestess. Look at that. We got the Nine of Swords. We got the Elemental of Chalices, the Hangman, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So yeah. You know, this Nine of Swords could definitely be related to, you know, this past, this need for the deep replenishment. Do not let things from the past hold you back. Don't let those worries, those distresses, you know, block you, because you also have the Elemental of Chalices, which is essentially like the Page of Cups. So this is coming into a new emotional growth for yourself. It's that emotional freedom coming back in, you know, really embracing that element, healing that element, especially when you got something like the Hangman as well. You know, that is needing to take that retreat, you know, be in a still moment so that you can really listen to what is going on in you, outward from you. Along with the High Priestess, you know, that is your intuition. You need to be quiet and listen to your intuition, because, you know, you can definitely, you've been in states where you have been overwhelmed with a lot of work. You've been doing a lot for other people and not taking enough time to, you know, to do your self-love, to really treat yourself as a queen. And then with the Four of Pentacles, you know, you have the capability of bringing so much material success to yourself, of building a great foundation and stuff, but sometimes you can get so worried about it. Like, you can get overwhelmed by it because you're afraid of losing it. And a lot of that, I think, is stemming from other people, you know, a fear of losing it because other people in your past have made you feel insecure about it, have tried to chip away at your confidence. But you have so much confidence to give. You have that High Priestess energy as well. Like, you can be so incredibly powerful and just manifest anything into your life, and other people can try to make you feel like it should be harder for you than it really is. Like, they can make you try to, I'm just getting that sense, like, other people can try to tear you down because they think that you just have it so easy or something. When really you've worked so hard for what it is that you have. You had to do all of that inner work. They don't see the work that you put into it, but you put so much work into it. They just can't see it because it's really none of their business, because it was your journey to take. You know, everything that you have created is something you did on your own in so many ways. There may have been other people who've helped you, and those are the positive people in your life, but in the end of the day, you made those choices to bring those things about. And so I think for you guys, it's just important to remember, celebrate yourself, you know, let go of all that and just have fun with it. Understand that those kind of people, their opinion doesn't matter, and their opinion doesn't have to affect you, because you make the choice of letting it affect you, if it is that. you know. So just, again, I feel like for you guys, August should be a really good month for you, as long as you can remember to not let those people try to tear you down. Be on your guard, be prepared for everything, but still have fun. Don't worry about it. Okay, while that is an element that could definitely come up, don't be worried about it. Just do you, because that is where you're at your strongest. So yes, if this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video, comment letting me know what you thought about it, and you know, you can come back later in the month of August and tell me how it's going. Subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Alright, for those who picked the sixth and final group with the Botswana Agate, let's go ahead and dive into what your cards are for the month of August. Starting with, of course, the tarot cards. So we have the Page of Cups. We have the Justice card. We also have Strength. We then have the Five of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Cups. Wow, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So you have two major arcana cards with the Justice and the Strength. And so obviously with the Justice card, that's a Libra energy. With Strength, it's a Leo energy. And with both of those, it's knowing that, you know, karma comes back around. Justice will be served. Truth will come out. And, you know, if people have wronged you in the past, their karma will come back to them, as well as if you have done any kinds of wrongs in your path, it will come back to you in that sense, in that way. That's just the way justice works. It is fair and it comes back to everybody. However, so for you guys, it's just the message of, you know, if people have been trying to do, you know, bad things to you, try to like backtalk you, you know, backstab you, whatever it may be, any kind of injustice that you feel has been done to you, stay strong, have strength, and know that justice will, you know, sever those ties in divine timing. You know, the Strength card is all about you guys being in balance with yourself, with your emotions, especially with that Page of Cups. You know, this is a new beginning as far as your emotions come in. It's like emotional, really starting anew with your emotions. It's that sort of new young love feeling and being very adventurous with love and wanting to go out and experience it all anew, and kind of like, you know, wearing your heart on your sleeve. And so with that comes, you know, obviously hurt comes with the territory. And so just know that, you know, if your heart gets hurt, you can heal from it very quickly with that Strength card. You have the strength to overcome that. And then with Justice behind you, you know, justice will be served, needless to say. Now, we also have, you know, the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, I definitely feel like, yeah, that is very much tied to this element of justice and the strength, because the Five of Wands, this is like competition. It is arguments with groups of people. It's this kind of overwhelming sense of everybody's talking, everybody's arguing at once, but nobody's listening. Nothing that is being said is getting to either party. And so it's just very, very a loud, chaotic thing. And so for you guys, you have to be that person to see the situation for what it is and be the calm, kind of like the calm island in the middle of this raging sea. You know, you have to be the stronger person in this situation and not let this stuff get to you, for one, and two, try to calm the cords of communication here. Is what I'm feeling. And then with the Two of Pentacles, you know, this is a sense of needing to balance things, doing this balancing act for yourself. And, you know, it could be that obviously when it comes to the material side of things and the money side of things, your finances aren't bad. It's just you need to still be aware of, again, that there's a big emphasis here on balance, a lot of balancing here. And so make sure that you're not overspending. You're knowing exactly what you're spending your money for. And also when it comes to other matters, it's this sense of, you know, do not get overwhelmed by all these other little details and don't focus so much on them. Keep your focus on your two main goals. Or it's this situation where you need to make a decision between two things. You know, finally, maybe you can't keep the juggling act up forever. So you need to make a decision about which one of these things is higher on your priority list. You know, be very truthful. Look at it, you know, pros and cons list. You know, what is the most important aspect here for you? And along with that, we also have, you know, the 10 of Cups, which is just a fantastic card to get, because this is like the emotional fulfillment, is the happy family. It's the, you know, it's the rainbow. It's the golden, you know, bucket of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's everything. I definitely feel a strong sense of commitment and connection with somebody else, a great sense of harmony in that way. Let's also go ahead and just, I'm feeling the sense of, you know, let's pull some other cards. I want to, ooh, there's one more. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Star card and the Nine of Swords again. You know, this Nine of Swords has been coming up a lot in these readings. So, you know, with the Nine of Swords, it's definitely that goes right in between these two guys. You know, it's don't let these situations, whether it's these arguments with people or this juggling act, keep you up at night. Don't let it give you headaches. Don't let it stress you out. Don't be overcome with worry, because everything, the scales will balance out how they need to. Instead, you need to focus on this new emotional beginning for yourself. Let's go ahead and clarify that Page of Cups a little bit more with this particular deck. So I'm curious to see what it says. So imagination, dreams, freedom, new beginnings, you know, how can I connect with the deeper insights of my soul? How can I simplify my life and trust my inner child? You know, there's that big dreamy doorway. So really going into that. And then we got the Star card coming in there too. You know, the Page of Cups is a strong and youthful energy that calls us to align with our inner child and represents a newfound opportunity or an important message. This insightful key may seem like an old soul residing within a simple, innocence, reminding us to treasure the many blessings that fill our cup. The page also encourages us to express ourselves from the truth of our heart and our intuition, to better support our dreams, our connections with others, and the creative sparks that gives us purpose and meaning. This is a pure and potent wisdom that has not been tarnished or conditioned by the lower vibrations of our world. Instead, it nurtures a blissful connection with the universe and manifests from the light that shines through our higher self. So yes, I feel like this is definitely you guys coming into a very strong, intuitive time. And then with that Star card, you know, this is your wishes. These are your dreams. They're coming true. This is a replenishing, healing energy that is around you. And it's definitely, I'm getting, for you guys, I think this is the first group really that I felt a stronger sense of like a love connection for August. You know, this very deep emotional connection with somebody else that's very fulfilling. And it's going to help balance out the other things happening in your life. So definitely do not, you know, it's one of the warnings with the Two of Pentacles, you know, don't let your relationship sort of, you know, fall on the back burner while you're worried, you're thinking about your material, your work and all that stuff. Be very mindful of this, because I feel like this is a very important beginning for you guys. And it's going to lead to a lot of great things. So let's go ahead and also check out some of your other cards that came out. Gotta move these around. So we also have, look at that, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So exactly, you know, that was kind of echoed in the Page of Cups, and I also feel like that's the Star. You know, don't let, you know, arguments, you know, this Five of Wands energy, or, you know, this Nine of Swords energy, don't let anybody make you feel like you don't fit in a place. Obviously, if you don't feel like you fit into that place, it's not meant for you. If trying to force yourself into that space, you know, be if you don't feel at home in this ruckus of foxes, then be like the rabbit and escape. Because you have such a brilliant light. Your inner child is really shining. You haven't lost that aspect of yourself, and I think you're reclaiming it here. And so do not diminish that to try to feel like you fit into a better system. Make your own system. Now, along with that, we also have 2 stones that might be useful for you guys in the month of August. And so we have orange calcite, which I absolutely love calcites of all types. We also have Lemurian quartz. So this orange, definitely think about, your sacral and your solar plexus chakras. Now with the orange calcite, it says, who needs it? Artists holding the proverbial paintbrush and staring at the proverbial blank canvas. Anyone whose sex life needs a little more life. Where to put it? Honeymoon suite, the studio. When to use it? When you want to make something beautiful. Orange calcite's energy is all about breaking through the fog and the fear that hang on the path to creation. When you want to add some energy into your creative process or take on the Kama Sutra 1 page at a time, get with orange calcite sun-kissed vibes. Unlock your creativity. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's an opportunity here for you guys not only to embrace like some really beautiful creative dreams for yourself that are very emotionally tied, but August could be a very good time for you to get in a deeper emotional connection with whoever your partner is, a romantic partner, just something very deep and spiritual, and also obviously getting kind of creative with it, that strength coming through. And then with the Lemurian quartz, it says, who needs it? Anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts. That's that 9 of swords coming out. Where to put it? Lemurians are like wands. Point them at your body parts, friends, and other crystals that need more juice. When to use it? Whatever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch, and cast a spell with Lemurian quartz. Escape your mind. That is so this 9 of swords energy. So yeah, there might be a call for you guys in August to sort of get out of your head, push some negativity away, and bring about some more sensual, creative, passionate vibes for yourself. And again, don't dim your light. If somebody doesn't like what you're doing, then you don't need to be around them, because they aren't meant to share in your light. Okay, we also, oh my god, the Lemurian quartz was talking about magic and spells and stuff, and look at this, we got literally card 18, magic. There is magic around you, so expect excitement and joy. So yes, you guys could definitely work some serious magic in August, especially, again, I'm getting a very strong sense with you guys that if it's anything tied to romance, your emotional, fulfillment, your passions, your creativity, go after it. Just make sure that you're balancing everything in a healthy way. Don't get overwhelmed. Keep your goals focused on what's most important. We also have card 41, infinite potential. Yeah, see, you guys have so much potential to you. You can create so much. It's just a matter of, again, don't dim your light to try to fit in with certain friend groups who don't appreciate you, or certain colleagues, or certain work situation, whatever it is. Like, you don't need that. Infinite potential. All the potential and the resources you need to succeed are already within you, waiting to be discovered. Retreat into the peaceful space and still your mind. Connect with the infinite stillness of your being. From that space, you'll be able to hear a little voice of wisdom within. So yeah, definitely connecting to your intuition, that star card, listening, getting really close up with that. And so for your, oh my god, look at this. Oh, wow, you guys have quite a few animal spirit guides coming in for the month of August. Let's see what they are. We got card 21, dove spirit, be peace. And look at that, double dove energy coming out. So yeah, embrace this peaceful, quiet energy, because it's going to do you so much good. It's going to let you to really focus and concentrate on your light, on your strengths. Don't worry so much about what other people are doing or what they may be saying about you, because justice will take care of it for you. And then we also have the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. So yes, follow your intuition. Really, what is it you want to create in your life? Is it a partnership? Is it a creative venture? Is it healing for yourself? Like, what is it that you want to create in your world? Because you can create it with magic, seriously. And then we have fox spirit. So think on your feet. We got that fox energy coming in quite a bit. So obviously use your wisdom, be clever, think outside the box. 'Cause I feel like you guys are a group who can really think outside of that box. And again, kind of similar to the last group, sometimes people can make you feel kind of like you have to hide that when really you shouldn't, because it's what is going to help you propel you forward in the world. We also have Illumination card 2. And so with this Illumination card, I feel like it's really in August, it's going to be shining a spotlight on some aspect of your life, whether it's that creative emotional side or let's see, just as a full moon sheds its light on your world, you are being shown that there's hope and guidance for you. Have faith, with that dove energy. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There's a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. Look at that. See, I'm telling you guys, I was feeling that. Like there's some aspect of possibly new love for some of you coming into August. And it could be a serious connection, like almost a soulmate connection, if not a soulmate connection. We also have Dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. So Dolphin could definitely, I felt like somebody was going to get something about dolphins. But yeah, dolphins, are playful. They're super smart. They're just so in tune with the energy around them. Look at all the mermaids. So much emotion and watery signs coming through here. So again, don't worry, just be happy. Like everything will work itself out. If people are having issues, you don't need to always be, even though I said like that's could be what it is. For some of you, maybe you have to be the mediator to step into those situations, but sometimes maybe you do that too much. Maybe sometimes you are the mediator and you're trying to fix everybody else's problems, but really that's doing more damage to you. Sometimes people, they have to work out their own problems because there's only so much that you can do to help somebody until like they need to be the one to help themselves. Like you can give them all the tools to do it, but that doesn't mean they always are going to listen to that. They might not, they have to realize that they have to do it for themselves. So we also have Illusion, embrace the truth. So got that element of the moon coming through here a little bit. So, illusions, embrace the truth. This is a card telling you not to be blinded by, the facades of other people, understanding that, illusion means having a false perception of something or someone that's not real. Everyone is destined for greatness. However, you may be held back by something you willingly embrace, but may not realize. Your ego is chained to a comfortable materialistic lifestyle or an unhealthy relationship. This negative illusion is holding you back from being who you truly are. A mental and emotional rigorous self-evaluation is needed in order to move forward with confidence and embrace your beauty and magic of life. So we have, again, that reiterating, the magic in your life, and of course, don't dim your light to fit in. So there's obviously, you guys definitely have a situation where you've kind of stuck yourself in a situation where you believed in this sort of illusion, and it's doing more damage to you than you realize, because you can achieve so much more, but you just have to, again, grab onto your strength and pull through it. And you don't have to be mean. Like that's, I feel like you guys are very soft. Like, I don't mean that like in a mean way. Like you're very loving. You're very sweet, and you're very kind, and you really just want to help people. And, again, people could sometimes take advantage of that. And so again, remember that justice will fix things. I just feel like that, like there's this element, there's some sort of spirit guide around you, whoever it may be, who definitely represents that justice. Maybe it's Archangel Michael, cutting those ties for you. So it's just like, don't dim your light. And finally, the last card we have is Transformation, Metamorphosis, Synchronicity, and the Unexpected. Definitely. You guys have a lot of that going on. That's card 41, which is 5. So I think you guys got a little bit of 5 repeating. Not much. But with this card, it's really talking about, transformation resonates to direct connection with galactic spiritual guidance. This special ray, which is the galactic green pink color ray, assists one in stretching past the confines of the individual soul and enlisting support and love from cosmic star brothers and sisters, dissolving any limitations of successful communication with other multidimensional beings. This penetrating ray lends a sense of peaceful cooperation, unity, and association that extends beyond the destiny of time and space. Communication channels from otherworldly beings are open for you now, so expect the unexpected. You will soon be undergoing a major transformation that will shift you like never before. Be open to unexpected and synchronistic events. Like the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, it may feel a bit disorienting at first, but something very magical is about to transpire in your life. Allow this and you will soar. Companion stones are tanzanite and kyanite, and the companion essential oil is eucalyptus. So yeah, definitely you guys are going to be going through a transformation. I definitely feel that with the Page of Cups, with that image of this, figure going through this doorway. You're moving into a new section of your life, and it's going to fill you with a lot of strength and a lot of balance. And so, things from essentially your old life are going to be falling away. And so you just need to don't resist that change. Embrace the star energy and step into that, because there's something beautiful here waiting for you. And so be aware of messages coming through. We had quite a few images of the dove. So think about feathers, think about the ocean, dolphins, the fox spirit, what totems are reappearing. We have the butterfly appearing a couple times here as well. So expect unexpected things and don't dismiss them when they come up. If it feels strange to you, if it feels like, that's kind of weird, I didn't notice that before, or you notice a repeating numbers or something, don't dismiss it, because it's a message from your higher guides, from your soul family, from whatever higher guides that you guys may believe in. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys for group 6 here. Overall, yeah, I think August is going to definitely be focused a little bit more on doing your own healing work, but it's going to initiate and start something that could lead down to maybe a romance, if that's what you're looking for, or maybe just the beginning of some new, more fulfilling path for yourself. So yeah, if this reading resonated, please do leave a like on this video, comment letting me know what you thought about it, and all of that good stuff. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Even come back later in the month of August and let me know how it's shaping up and all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.